The offense and just so economic as Young floats it up and Capella.
Atlanta. He's a pick and roll guy who likes to get to the rim and dunk a lot of his baskets.
And there is Gilgeous-Alexander inside.
But it just speaks for how unselfish he is. As like that with combination drives, crossover, stutter step, reverse, crossover again, finish at the rim.
The three. Here is Young, but that's what he can do as well.
As a shot blocker, but instead he used the rim on the backboard. So, you know, he's one of those guys who's helping out the bigs, Collins and Capella.
Boy, again, he killed you.
Young guys are always trying to figure that out. But defensively, you just can't struggle in this league because teams...
From a guard perspective, that's one of the weaknesses of his game. Things on offense that come and go. You set up good shots. Not all of them are going to go in. And that time the Thunder made the adjustment, sniffing out the alley-oop, 2-on-1. Perfectly executed. As part of that winning spurt for the OKC Blue as Dort got inside.
Right where it's at. Just a 6-point deficit.
And there is a turnover by Trae Young.
5 to the glass. This is a good defensive rebounding, offensive rebounding Hawks team. Due to the efforts of Collins and Capella.
Young trying to create on his own.
Was an example of that, guys.
All right, thank you, Paris. And that's a carryover from last year because that was one of his primary assignments as a rookie. Rebound the basket.
Violation. Just letting that go. You know, we've discussed that, and look what happens on the other end.
Boy, Dort did a great job
to make those kind of decisions.
Clever behind the back pass, and Roby can't tap it out, but it's in stride to Trae Young. And a nice find inside. Gallery.
The buckets he's getting tonight are all in the flow of the game. Atlanta's just haven't been able to catch up defensively since maybe the 4-minute mark of the first quarter.
Another nice find, Maladone. Send it over, and Lu Dort goes up. Is a little rough.
Yeah. Very close.
Just not enough contrast between the two of them. As Collins. Dort's done a good job of on the floor tomorrow against the Denver Nuggets. Deep catch there.
On an air ball 3. Officials let it go. Did a good job. He's already got 2 made in the ball game. But, man, he does a good job of sealing you on the box.
Hunter did a good job in the first. Young was able to get around Dort and then turned it over. That's not who you want to leave wide open as Herter makes the...
He and Capella are top dunkers, but he's certainly becoming a pretty good 3-point shooter, John Collins. As he is signed from a lot of top scorers in the association.
There to try to get the ball out of Trae Young's hands. Disrupt this Atlanta offense as Gallinari is going to come up and set him a screen. Herter in the corner. Boy, a rare miss.
He kind of slowed it up where he could find the rim and score it.
Trae Young continues.
It's been such a consistent theme for those two tonight.
Wait, again, so this is the second consecutive possession now that there's a little tremor
as well, defensively.
5th player for the Thunder to get into double digits. And Young realizes.
He's so crafty in tight quarters. Just can squeeze through pretty much anything.
Mays. The reaction is as good as anything.
You just won't see that very often in the NBA.
Such a fun way to finish.
Season here in Oklahoma City.
Mark Dagnall often says 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Guard in the NBA, but Teo Maladone at 19 years old, his European experience is showing up. And check this, as it is just flourishing before our eyes. SGA edged out, double team, finds the open man. It's Williams. And another is. He finally cools off on that 3. As Young is stripped and raked and fouled. Reason why he leads the NBA in offensive fouls drawn. Boy, Capella just swats that one, and then can't complain about those as Lu Dort does what he's been doing all season long.
Rondo, I'm not sure, wiped him out on it, but it kind of tripped him up.
The Lu Dort defensive experience.
Right now, folks, that's a big basket.
Mike for this OKC offense.
Just beautiful ball movement. He dodged a bullet there. But he also played the guard position, so he right now.
Trae Young to operate quickly here offensively. Going to need to microwave some offense. And Hill, boy, he blew the layup underneath, but Capella right there. Young forces the pass.
And this is good defense without fouling. Shot times come. You run a lot of time off the clock for the Hawks, as they have not been able to get a good look at the basket.
Already 15 seconds. Young underneath. Collins somehow.